Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the second live stream of today. We are on the Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are going from Finkenwerder near Hamburg to Dresden, where we were just on in Train Sim World 2. So, we've got our course laid in. We should be going no higher than 22,000 feet. Okay. We shall see what happens with that. But there's our route. Let's get in here, get everything set up, and let's get airborne. Hopefully everybody is doing well for their Thursday morning / afternoon. I was all ready to start, and then I realized I didn't update Twitch and YouTube for the stream today. Okay, there's our 6,000 feet is our. Let's turn off the weather here, so we should have some nice, smooth, sunny flight. 6,000 feet is our initial altitude. Oops. And I think we are all set. Just have a quick look outside here. There we go. I think what I'll do, since we don't really need them on right now, we'll turn off the landing lights. Taxi lights are off already. Alright, let's get the brake off. And let's get airborne. Reached our takeoff speed. Let's get autopilot on. Nav. Flight director is on. And away we go. Adios, Finkenwerder.
On 125.1. Good day.
Got it. You can do that.
125.1.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get the flaps up.
Center,
what I'm learning,
feet,
it seems that if I leave the flaps down when we take off, we can get a little bit more up in altitude fairly quickly. And then once I put them up, things kind of just settle down. And hello, Amela, how are you? So yeah. Markers we're climbing fairly steadily, and sound. So you'll see here we're reaching our markers, and then we're gonna make a lazy kind of left-hander here. Turn the logo light off. off. We don't need that. Keep all the other lights on. Nav lights, recognition lights, wing lights. HI 100. We're on our way to D2, which is right. Okay, now we're on our way to HI 110. Sorry. Or no, HI 100. Now it's saying we're on our way to HI 110. Oh, good, thank you, Amela. I was trying to get everything ready and realized I didn't get everything set up for the stream, and then I was just kind of looking ahead at for tomorrow's flight as well. So just trying to pick out some things, but I figured we would, why not fly to the town, city where we just were. So, yeah, kind of worked out. Figured it'd be a nice, something different. So, and maybe eventually what we'll try to do is a flight.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Keep speed not above 220 knots.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Keep speed not above 220 knots. Frog 237.
15,000. We can do that. We have the technology. Well, the climb will certainly bleed off some of our speed, so we don't have to worry about getting harassed about being too fast. So, yeah, maybe in the future when we do a route, we'll fly either to or from that area, maybe, or try to see if we can kind of incorporate it and see things from a different perspective too, because what we're going to see of Dresden from the air is certainly going to look, quite different from what we saw in the train simulator, because we don't get to see all of Dresden necessarily. We got to see the train station. We'll see what we can see from the rail line, and that's about it. Can't really see beyond, that immediate horizon, I guess. So I thought it'd be nice to kind of get an aerial view. I did look ahead about the flight around New York for Saturday. I found so the plane we're going to be in, you can either land on water or land. You can either do one or the other, or you can take off from water and go to an asphalt airport, or an on-land airport, or you can vice versa. You can take off from land and land in the water. So I found a takeoff spot just south of New York, and so we'll take off and then we'll head up towards New York City, and we'll fly around. I found Lady Liberty and Ellis Island and everything. It was weird, the markers were not coming up. Like, it took me a while to, even though from the air you should be able to spot the Statue of Liberty, it wasn't always, the marker was lit up, but it wasn't saying Statue of Liberty. So I was like, I kept looking around to make sure I was in the right spot. I did find the Aircraft Carrier Museum. It took me quite a while to find that. Because it does look...
Contact Bremen Center on
way different from the air than it does on the ground.
Good day.
So I had to kind of remember
119er
how I got there,
25 frog,
and,
237.
look for some landmarks that kind of led me to where.
Is at 11,600 feet, climbing 15,000 feet.
So yeah, looking forward to that.
Bremen, center altimeter 29.9 continue to
Is
Amalu as
that the one
planned.
we're at? We are on our way to Amalu. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good flight on Saturday. Something interesting, and we'll cruise around and try to look at Central Park from the air and all that. We're just cruising right along. Now, I also, so we're going to take off the water, and then we'll kind of bank up towards New York, we'll skirt towards we're going to try to go towards Lady Liberty first, and then we'll fly around New York and everything as much as possible, and try to pick out some really cool sites and whatnot.
And maintain flight level 210.
You got it. We can go to 210.
Climb and
We
maintain
have
flight
that
level
technology
210,
still.
Frog 237.
Da, da, da. Away we go. Wow, we are. Normally we stay at about 15,000 feet, give or take. Quite interesting that they're sending us up to 21,000 today.
Bremen Center, North Shuttle 3657 is passing flight level 400, descending 10,000 feet.
North Shuttle 3657 Bremen Center. Continue as
4,000,
planned.
40,000 feet. Good Lord, that's pretty high. I'm scared of those kinds of heights. So yeah, we'll do that on Saturday. I think it'll be a good flight. Just kind of think about September 11th and not get too political about it or whatever. Just, think about that day. And then, so we'll do that. And then Sunday we'll do an HST service, and then we're going to fly around London. So, yeah, that should be good too. Hopefully it'll be all enjoyable. So tomorrow we'll still continue flying around Germany here. From Dresden, they will cut back, I think, and we can look once we get to Dresden here. I think there's a way we can do, if we go from Dresden, I think Heidelberg has an airport. It's not, I don't think it's a big one, but not like Berlin or Frankfurt or something like that. But I think we'll do a flight if we can find that. Or I'm sure we can.
751 contact Bremen Center on 125.1.
Wow, that's an interesting name for an airline. So if we go to Dresden to Heidelberg, I think that'll be a good flight tomorrow. We may do it with whatever weather. Yeah, let's do that tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll do Oakville Subdivision. We'll try to get two services done on Oakville tomorrow. Pop into Flight Sim, maybe around our normal time, maybe a little bit earlier. It might be quite a long flight, but we'll go from Dresden to Heidelberg. Now, isn't it interesting? We get close to 21,000 feet, and then they go, "Oh, just add an extra 1,000 to that, please, and thank you." Like, why didn't you just tell me to go to 21,000 or 22 already? Like, you should have just told me to go right up there, and we would have been there. What's an extra 1,000 feet, So, I don't know. Where is everybody? That's the second time we've gotten close to our, leveling off, and they're like, "Oh no, go up here now, please." You should just tell me to go straight to 22,000. Oh my goodness, the numptiness. Either people didn't get the notifications, or I don't know. I never know. Yeah, this would be a fairly cool picture if all the other stuff wasn't in the way. Slowly lining up with that marker. There we go. Now let's see what our next one is once we get to, what is this marker name here? Bumil. UMIL. Okay. Let's see what it tells us next. So. I don't want Mick to miss another phenomenal landing here. I mean, the takeoffs are pretty much straightforward. It's the landing part that's the most exciting part, I think. I think most people, that's when everybody's going to start showing up. Oh, I can't be bothered to watch it when you're taking off and actually en route to the airport. I want to see it when you're coming in for the landing, just to see if you crash it. It says it is negative 19 degrees Fahrenheit. I feel like, just to be safe, let's put the auto prop anti-ice on. Just to be safe.
237 contact Berlin Center on 125.8. Good day.
125.8 Frog 237. Berlin Center, Frog 237, flight level 220.
Frog 237 Berlin Center, continue to Bumil as planned.
Okay, so let's have another look here. We have 7.3, 7.2 nautical miles to our marker right there in front of us. Yeah, so anyway, I was also looking at the flight I did yesterday evening going from Binghamton to Lehigh Valley International. Now, the route is saved. I can refly because it's got all the particulars of that flight saved. I can, or not saved, but on my log, I can go back and refly it. The only thing that I cannot do, I don't think, unless I have to figure out how to manipulate it, but to change the weather, the time of day to kind of mimic what I did last night, I could probably do that, but I'm not sure. Okay, so that was 16,000 feet there. So we have another, that's the actual boomal. That was kind of weird. Furlough is the next one. Let's have a look up here. 18,000. Oh. So I think we're kind of in that cruise sort of phase of the flight. Have to be something to drink real quick. Anyway, so yeah, we're just kind of at our cruise sort of, we're, I think the next one will be like 22,000 feet. So in theory, now if I understand flying, and I can't claim that I do, the all right. So, in theory, wouldn't it be that you would have like a step? Your altitudes would be stepped, I guess. So we just had 18,000 feet. Now we reach a higher altitude of 21,200, and then maybe the one beyond that goes to 22,000. So I kind of feel like normally. Maybe I'm wrong here. I would think that you would progress your altitude at a steady level. You would go to 8,000 feet. You kind of cruise there, and then the next marker is at 15,000 feet. And you would I kind of feel like that's what would normally happen. Instead of going, let's get up to our cruising altitude well beforehand. Now, maybe they want you up there quicker because of other air traffic, and they're trying to keep that airspace below you clear, so that you're able to cruise to your destination, basically, I think. And then
Berlin Center Airflow 2579er is passing flight level 350, descending 10,000 feet.
Airflow 2579er, Berlin Center, continue as planned.
but I could be wrong. I don't really know what, but I'm guessing that's why they stepped us up to 22,000 feet much earlier than what our IFR markers tell us. So I'm wondering if maybe that's the case, is that's why they say go here, and that they're trying to clear that airspace a little bit quicker. That's the only thing I can think of that kind of makes sense. But I'm kind of guessing here. I don't know. Since I'm not a pilot and I don't play one on TV. I just play one in a simulator. Alright, so I kind of feel like at some point, if not this marker, the next one after we should start seeing some reductions in altitude. I think. We'll start making our way to prepare to land in Dresden. Somebody else is here. I wonder who that could be. I wonder if it's Mick. Maybe it's Daniel. Maybe it's Pivers. Who knows who it could be? It could be Patrick. It could be Bex. It could be... Oh! There he is! Mick. Well, you've missed the boring part so far. We had a nice takeoff. I'm sure you'll watch it on the replay. We're just cruising here at 22,000 feet. We are heading to Dresden, and we should be starting our descent into Dresden pretty soon. So I figured we would fly to where we just were in the train sim, just to do something a little bit fun and different, but still flying in Germany, still logging our hours. That's the important part. Okay, so 21,200 there also. So I think after this marker we should start to see our reductions in altitude. Nice view from 22,000 feet here. Across Deutschland. Let's see, Mick's here, Mella's here, somebody else is here now. Who else could be here? So yeah, there should be this should be a very straightforward flight. As I was saying earlier, you missed this part too, Nick. So I can refly the route. I think I could replicate the time and the weather. I could customize all that, but the route is saved essentially. The one I did from Binghamton to Lehigh Valley. So if I could figure out to load the route, and then say I want the time of day to be like at 9 o'clock at night, and with rain and thunderstorms and wind, I think I could do that, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, the route it's in your logbook. You can, once you fly a route, you can fly it again. So we may have to see if we can do that.
Flyer 849er, tree your tree 6 miles west. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 25 right approach via Oakbird transition. Clear to Oakbird.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 25 right approach via Oakbird transition. Clear to Oakbird Flyer 849er tree.
Flyer 849er, tree contact Bremen approach on 119.505. Good day. Easy 62 tree 7, you are 50 miles west. Descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 25 right approach via Oakbird transition. Clear to Oakbird.
Yeah, I would say, Bella, I told Bella, right, I was telling her about, Pulse's super fan and how he was trying to get you guys push you into wrecking
Expect ILS runway 25 right approach via Oakbird transition. Clear to Oakbird, easy 62 tree 7.
and then she said, oh, it was mixed streaming. I said, well, he's just about to end the stream, so. But yeah, it was nice to see you back. Okay, another one, 21,200. Okay, so maybe after this one we should see a reduction. Jetty, yep, that's the right one. Okay. Okay, 19,200. Let's start dropping our altitude. I know we're going to get some rather unpleasant calls over the radio here in a moment, but it is what it is. We are going to start managing our descent into Dresden.
contact Bremen approach on 120.63. Good day. Frog 237, you are 1,600 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 220. Going to 120.63 easy 6237.
See, I knew it. As soon as we start managing our
Climb and
descent, they
maintain
don't like
flight
that.
level 220 Frog 237.
15,900. We're going to start lowering our altitude. I like to be at reasonable altitudes so that as we descend, we have let's start getting off the throttle a little bit here, and we need to turn off the automatic de-ice as we're lowering our altitude, and we should start to see a change in our temperature.
Frog 237, please expedite your climb flight level 220.
Why would I go back up to 22,000 feet? I'm trying to land this thing soon. Oh, yes. Yeah. That was getting way out of hand. That dude was saying I'm guessing, that person, whoever, was saying some of the most ridiculous crap I've ever heard somebody type to Pulse, of all people. Yeah. Very strange, very just... I was telling Amela, and quite honestly, if Pulse pops in,
Frog 237, please expedite your climb flight level 220.
I'm surprised that neither one of you timed him out, for a length of time, just to give him a moment to think about what he was talking about.
Alpine 59er, tree 8, you are 27 miles south. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 25 left approach via Kilo Lima Foxtrot transition. Cleared to Kilo Lima Foxtrot.
Yeah, I was
maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS
quite honestly, I feel like if I'd been a mod, I probably would have.
Cleared to Kilo Lima Foxtrot, Alpine 59er, tree 8. Alpine 59er, tree 8, contact Bremen approach on 1.4 tree. Good day. Frog 237, please expedite your climb flight level 220.
Yeah, I probably would have timed that person out last night. Not gonna lie. I don't know. Well, they didn't really. Well, Nick said that the next stream would be him and Bex were going to get back on Astroneer on Sunday. I don't think he would be so bold as to say some stuff in that stream, but who knows at this point. Woolsdorf Air Base. Yeah, I think I've got to promote you to spin. Oh, thanks, Mick. But yeah, I was waiting for either you or Pulse to time that guy out, because he was just getting.
Frog 237, please expedite your climb flight level 220.
You know, he was insulting to me. My viewpoint was this. He was getting insulting with Pulse, and then this non-stop, oh, I'll give you $20 if you guys wreck, and all that kind of stuff. Oh, let's go to Area 51 and find aliens. Yeah, baby. Let's go to Vegas, baby. Like, it was just... It was... I'm just going to be blunt. It was stupid. The crap that he was saying. I mean, it was just... I don't know. I don't know if it was just somebody who was just, like, bored and they were having a go at Pulse or... whatever. It was just mind blowing. I'm almost certain if Amela had been there, yeah, it was. I think even Amela would have probably timed that person out. Quite honestly. So I don't know. It was very strange. But yeah, it was unnecessary. It wasn't even that. It was insulting. You know, so yeah, like, okay, you can, maybe you had your joke and 11,750, 11,700. So yeah, I think that's the yeah, it was just very strange behavior. Oh, so, okay, so he has been in Pulse's streams before. I thought I recognized the name. But for whatever reason, last night he was just, like, belligerent, almost. Insultingly so. So I don't know, maybe they were just having a...
Rock 237, please expedite your climb, flight level 220. Rock 237, please expedite your climb, flight level 220.
See, that's the weird part. Like, it's almost like they'd rather wait till the very last minute to tell me to start descending. I don't understand it. But, yeah, I think you're right, Mick, and he was just saying some just off-the-wall crap, and, you know, it was just getting... I, personally...
Rock 237, your tree 8 miles northwest. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 22 approach via Oskin transition. Cleared to Oskin.
Okay, 11. We're still
Maintain
at
present
11,700,
heading
so
and
we're good.
altitude. Expect ILS runway 22 approach via Oskin transition. Cleared to Oskin Frog 237.
Okay. Well, you know, like, if I get bored in, like, Joe's stream, I'll just be quiet. I wouldn't say anything insulting to Joe or anybody else, or, you know, if I'm quote-unquote bored in your stream, Mick, which I can't ever foresee happening, you know, I wouldn't be insulting to either you or Pulse or anybody else, you know. I would just say, oh, I want to step away for a moment, or, you know, I'm going to go get something to eat, you know, whatever the case may be, you know.
Rock 237, please expedite flight level 220.
And I think part of it is that, you know, people got used to, or perhaps he heard us joking and laughing and tried to join in, but just got, and that's very well possible too, Nick, that, but there's, maybe it's a cultural thing, possibly, that he or she, whoever that person is, felt that they were trying to be funny, but they went about it the wrong way. Hello, KTM Gamer Tornado. How are you? Welcome. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Rock 237, please expedite your climb, flight level 220.
Now, the funny thing is, probably once we pass this marker, they'll be like, descend and maintain 8,000 feet or something like that. Let's take a look at our display here. Okay, nothing yet. It's going to be kind of a weird approach. It's going to like do this weird zigzag kind of thing almost, or something like that.
Rock 237, please expedite your climb, flight level 220.
So, how far go to Nepal? Well, no, not today, KTM. We're doing a flight to Dresden, and after we're done with this, I'll be wrapping up the flight sim today. There's lots of places still for us to explore, and Nepal certainly could be one of them, but not today.
Rock 237, climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 17,000 feet, Frog 237.
That doesn't make any sense.
See?
See?
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet, Frog 237.
I wasn't far off the mark.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet.
No, we're gonna go to 9,000
Climb
feet.
and
You said
maintain
9,000.
12,000 feet, Frog 237.
We're going to 9,000. We're going to the lower altitude. I like that better. You told me lower, I'm going lower. Yep, someday, KTM,
approach on 125.875. Good day.
but we've got plenty of places to explore. I kind of have a plan of what I want to do,
Approach
but
Frog 237 is at 11,000
Nepal and
feet,
everything,
climbing 12,000 feet.
we'll get there eventually.
On 237, approach altimeter 29.902, continue to DC 410 as planned.
Okay, so DC 410 is the marker in front of us there at 11 nautical miles. How many planes do I have? I have, I guess, maybe 20 or so? I don't know. I never really counted, to be honest. Okay, Tornado. But yeah, I have my own plan of how I want to go in this game. So, you know, I don't do viewer requested routes right now or flight plans or whatever. But yeah, eventually there's still lots to explore, and eventually we'll make our way there. So But you're more than welcome to hang out in the stream and enjoy flying. I don't know the exact count, Tornado. It's all the ones that are in the Premium Deluxe. I think that's over 20-something planes. I've bought a few planes already that have come out since the game was released. So I'm guessing it's like in the 20s or close to 30. I don't know. I don't have an exact count. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. So all the ones that came out with all three, the standard, the deluxe, and the premium deluxe, yeah, that's about 15. There you go. So, and I bought a few, so I have probably more than that. 8,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet, Frog 237.
Lower in altitude. Start slowing down. Also, we are coming around, so I think we are going to start descending even further. No, I do not have the G650. That is, I think that's on the PC version. So no, I do not have, because I'm on the Xbox. They don't have all the planes available like they do on the PC version. So no. I think eventually a lot of those things. So yeah, I think I'm hoping there's plans to bring the planes that are in the PC version to the Xbox version. Nice, Mick. So yeah, I have to wait for, I guess Microsoft, how to play this game. What do you mean, how to play this game? I don't understand the question, Tornado. I play on, I use a controller with my Xbox Series S because the game came out on the Xbox a few weeks ago. So that's how I play it. I don't have a PC, so I can't play it on the PC. The PC version has way more things available than the Xbox version does. Well, when you get the game, it has like a tutorials that teaches you how to fly, basically, and you do all those so that you have a basic understanding, especially if you're using a controller versus a flight stick and the pedals and all that kind of stuff. So I've just been using my Xbox controller, and you just follow the prompts. You go full throttle and you pull the left analog stick back a little bit, and then you take off. Yeah, exactly. So exactly. In PC version, most people use they get a flight stick and everything, and are able to fly that way.
And maintain 4,000 feet, Frog 237.
Oh, we're gonna have to really descend quickly, I kind of feel like. That is a lot of altitude to bleed off in a very short amount of time. Right, we should start. Seven. I think we still got a bit more to go before we get to our actual lining up, but we're getting a lot closer.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, Frog 237.
This is not a very well managed approach, I don't think. It doesn't seem like it. I'm going to have to really bleed off this altitude quickly, I feel like. There you go, see? Alright. This is... I'm glad I didn't wait till much later to start descending, because if we waited too much longer, I think we'd be in a much worse position than we are right now for our approach into Dresden. I think maybe he left Nick. Tornado did. Oh well. He did subscribe. Alright, let's get let's see what happens when we get to this marker here. We're pretty close to 3,000 feet, so I think that's good. I'm just going to go ahead and put down some flaps so we can start slowing down. I feel like this is going to be a very weirdly managed landing. I don't know why.
Fog 237, you are 11 miles northeast of Dresden. Contact Dresden Tower on 122.9 tree when inbound on the approach.
Okay,
Tower
let's
on
get the
122
approach mode
decimal
on.
9er, tree frog 237. Dresden Tower frog 23710 miles northeast inbound ILS runway 22 approach.
On
All
237
right, can you
Dresden
change the
Tower.
aircraft? Not while I'm flying, I can't. That kind of defeats the
Cleared ILS
purpose.
runway 22 approach.
Cleared ILS runway 22 approach frog 237.
After yes, I can show you what I have, but I've got other things I need to do. So, yeah. Yeah, so let's see. I think let's make sure the markers are on. They are not, for that reason. Now we should see her. There we go. There's the right slip. Yeah, I've got. I need to. I'm going to go over the tomorrow's flight here from
Cleared to land
Dresden.
runway 22 frog 237.
Should be going to Heidelberg. Yeah, I will show you Tornado. Okay, that's what I said. I can show you what all I have, but I have, you know, I have my plan for my stream. Okay, and I like to stick to that. But I can show you overall what it is in my hangar, as they call it. But after that, I'm trying to wrap up my stream as well. Okay. More than welcome to hang out. I'll try to answer questions and everything, but I have a plan for my stream every day. So here we are coming into Dresden. All right.
500.
Our final distance call out. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that, Mick. That's an interesting situation. All right, here we go. And that's how we do that.
On 237, turn next taxiway.
Alright, should be right up here. Yep. Now it's saying going to... Okay, yeah, going to the left there. Flaps back up.
From 237, exit runway when able.
Well, thank you, Mela. Thank you, Mick. Thank you, Tornado.
On 237, contact ground on 121.9 rate.
121.9 rate, Frog 237. Dresden ground, Frog 237, taxi to parking.
Frog 237
You got a
taxi
spot right
to General
there.
Aviation Parking using taxiway Charlie Hotel.
Taxiing to General Aviation Parking using taxiway Charlie Hotel, Frog 237.
Alright, let's go into the parking spot here. Just a smidge more, I think. There we go. Parking brake on.
Oral warning, okay.
Let's get the lights off. And we'll shut everything down. And let's turn off the engines. Alright, and let's turn off the battery now. There we go. Just over an hour long flight, daytime, very well. We're getting closer to at least 70 hours on our way to 100 for our next sort of okay, so tomorrow's flight, we're going to go from Dresden. We're going to take off on runway 22. And we are going to go, let's see, okay, there's Frankfurt. So Heidelberg should be right here. Okay. Excuse me. There we go. Well, that's Heidelberg Army Airfield. We can't land there. Let's see. What about? Seems like a very small. Ooh. Guess we can go to Mannheim City. How about that? Let's just see if that's got an ILS approach. IFR flight. Oh, we got an RNAV 27. That will have to do. Oops. So yeah, we'll take off of Dresden, follow this departure route, fly along here, and then we'll go to. We're going to land right there. So I think we'll have plenty of runway space there in Mannheim. And then, yeah. All right, so let's reset that. Now, so aircraft. So basically, let's see. 4, 8. 12, 16, 20, 24. Well, 23 because you cannot fly the Flying Eye Hospital. So 23, 27, 31, 35, 39, 43 different aircraft. Okay, so that's all I have right there. So you asked about a G6500. I don't have that Cessna G6500. It's not something that is available for purchase, I don't believe. I can look at my marketplace. I don't think, if I look at just the aircraft, so you have those 6, 9, 12, 15, 16 are still for sale. I think we're going to get some more eventually. Yeah, it is. Well, because you have some that are, you have the wheels and you have the skis and you have the floats. So you have different versions of it. So anyway, that's that. All right, so I will be seeing you all tomorrow. Oakville Subdivision Flight Simulator, normal times. All right. Until then, take care. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday.